Hello, young friends. मैं ग्रुप कैप्टन ए Srivastava and I extend a warm welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel. Young friends, for the last about a few days or so, I've been receiving some requests regarding the dates for the September batch. And at the same time, some people, they have requested me to hold the start of the batch for September for a while, because on 14th of September, many of you are going to appear for your NDA or CDSC examinations. All right, friends, I think those people who are requesting to hold the batch for September for a while, for their benefit, I have decided to have, for the time being, of course, it is not finalized, but tentatively or probably you will be having the September batch from 22nd of September till 30th. Young friends, look at the slide. These are the likely dates for the September batch. However, please wait for the confirmation. Maybe by first week of September, the dates will be confirmed, and also the other details will be shared to you regarding the fee structure, duration, and other allied details. However, friends, I would like to tell you that the selection boards, they have not stopped selection activities, and those people who are going to appear and they want to have their dossier evaluation come personal counseling session, they are most welcome to contact me. The numbers you can see here in the background. Young friends, now coming to the topic for the day. This is regarding the TAT. And you know, in my various videos, I have given ample emphasis on TAT itself, because TAT is the most important test in the psychological test battery, and it is the TAT about which a lot of misnomers are prevailing in the minds of the people. Friends, TAT in the instructions is declared to be the test of your imagination. All right? I don't think there is anybody who will be having any difference of opinion or anything which is debatable on this point. Certainly, it is the test of your imagination, because you see only what is going on and you create using your imagination what led to the situation and what the outcome will be. That means the past and the future are going to be created, and once it is creativity, the play of imagination happens. But friends, इस सारी चीज के बीच में, क्रिएटिविटी और इमेजिनेशन के बीच में, वी लूज साइट ऑफ वन थिंग. Please remember that technically TAT is the thematic apperception test. Thematic apperception test. What is apperception? Friends, technically apperception is a step beyond perception. When we draw some conclusion about the intentions, about the aims and objectives of the human beings, relating it with the environment, then it becomes a perception. Our perception is very, very subjective, very, very personal. The perception could be same for many people. हालांकि ये भी एक, it is a least probability. We are all individuals. But yes, for example, if you see there's a house, there's a pavement, there is a road, and somebody is walking on the road. As long as you are perceiving the house, the road, and somebody who's walking, it is perception. But what is the apperception? Apperception is when you connect a purpose of the activity. Let us say the person is going for what purpose? What is his aim? whether he's coming or whether he's going. So when you are finding this purpose or aim of this activity, then it becomes a perception. And young friends, I have explained these things multiple times on this very channel in my number of videos. Our perception is very important in the battlefield because you have to conclude, you have to read between the lines, you have to find out, you have to guess, call everything as the perceptual skill. You have to find out about the intentions of the enemy in the battlefield. Remember, the war today is the war of deception. Everything cannot be declared to you. Enemy is not going to declare his intentions till the last. You have to read the intentions of the enemy. And you will get the evidence of your ability to read the evidence to the psychologist by showing your perceptual skills in the TAT, thematic apperception test. In the stories, you are going to give, or you are going to convince the psychologist that you are a person with the fair and the sharp perceptual skills. Now the question, young friends, is how the psychologist is going to be convinced about your perceptual skills. आपका अपरसेप्शन शार्प है, एक्यूरेट है, पिन पॉइंटेड है, ये साइकोलॉजिस्ट को कैसे पता चलेगा? Friends, look at this slide. How psychologist tests your perceptual skills. Perceptual skills here means perception and apperception combined, in which the apperception here in our context takes the priority. The answer, therefore, the technical answer, friends, is here by examining the extent to which the projected picture used in the story. Friends, I once again read this answer for your benefit, that your perceptual skills are examined by the psychologist by finding out the extent to which the projected picture is used in the story. Young friends, this is where I would like to share my observations about the stories which I am generally reading almost on a day-to-day basis during your the psych the dossier evaluation and the personal counseling, and whenever I'm interacting with you people, I'm finding a pattern in your stories in which you are utilizing the projected picture in a very limited way. For example, if there is a scene of a family in which you find somebody is making a point a little aggressively, strongly, and a few people are there, who seem to be the family members. Now, instead of focusing on why the person is showing some anger or aggression, you are taking just the picture for a family, and then the story you start writing on some family issue. Let us say somebody is taking the parents for some pilgrimage, कोई वैष्णो देवी की यात्रा पर लेकर के जा रहा है, कोई पिकनिक पे लेकर के जा रहा है. In this way, what happens? You are totally ignoring what is going on. That means the things suggested by the emotions, the body language, the gestures, and the surroundings, they are totally kept out of the purview of these stories. Young friends, this is a pattern which has emerged for the last maybe a couple of years or a little earlier than this. Lekin, this is a very, very dangerous trend. In such a situation, what happens? Your stories appear to be totally pre-decided stories. And that's a fact. Many of you have admitted it also, that you have got the list of tasks, and without any regard to the fact that it is to be connected with the projected story, you are using it. Okay, the projected picture, you are using it only for the purpose of identification and not to convince the psychologist that you have critically examined the picture. So psychologist is going to conclude something not very pleasant about your perceptual skills. Remember one thing: reasoning ability and organizing ability, and the first of the OLQ, that is the effective intelligence. All these things are possible to come out in your responses only when you see the picture and connect it with some issue in the past. Young friends, please remember, TAT is not only the test of your imagination, it is the test of how you can relate the projected picture with some issue that has emerged in the past. It is the test of thematic apperception test, and you must therefore utilize the projected picture to a very great extent in your stories. Otherwise, your stories and the projected picture will be having a very little thing in common, very little match, very little space of the projected, picture in your stories. And therefore, psychologists will be forced to take your stories as preoccupied stories. Young friends, once again, the answer is there on your screen. How psychologist tests your perceptual skills. And the answer is by examining the extent to which the projected picture used in your stories. Young friends, before I conclude today, I'd like to remind you that the probable dates for September batch, online batch, these are from 20th, my mistake, 22nd September to 30th September. Young friends, I'm Group Captain Srivastava. Please contact me for dossier evaluation, personal counseling, and psych evaluation.